Live from Denver, Colorado, it's the Cannasseurs Podcast.
Yes, this is Hashbrown here. This is the Cannasseurs Podcast. This is going to be our first run of the night. We're coming to you live from Denver, Colorado right now. It's about 9 o'clock Mountain Time. I think by the time you guys get this, it'll be sometime next week because we have to put it through editing and things like that. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. I do also have my co-host, Dr. J, with me. And no, he is not a doctor. My man will definitely let you people know about that.
Yeah, we definitely are. We probably feel maybe a little legally obligated to make that distinction.
Oh, yeah.
But, we're your co-hosts, Hashbrown and Dr. J. This is, I guess, our first official episode. We've done a few dry runs before this. But this is actually our first go. Actually, yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from?
Cool. So me, myself, man, I'm born and raised upstate New York. I should say New York. And the reason why I specify by upstate is because every time I say New York, everyone instantly thinks Times Square. And there's more to New York than that. There's actually a lot of memes out there for upstate people specifically, like, yeah, when I tell people I live in New York, they think I live here, and they're pointing at the city. But where I really live, they point, upstate. So basically, where I live, I'm from a small town called Geneva, New York. Mm-hmm. If you ever heard of the band Gym Class Heroes, or Hobart College, or this kid named Sammy Adams, he was popping for like 2 weeks. He went to Hobart, but dropped out and became a SoundCloud rapper.
Okay. A popular career choice.
Right, exactly. In this day and age, you ain't lying. But yeah, I'm born and raised upstate New York. I love myself some pizza. I'm a very, very huge pizza critic myself, I must say. And I do love myself some sour diesel. Shout out to Aleem, Syracuse, gang. And that's a little bit for me.
I'm gonna be honest. I think the majority of what I know about New York is
Timberlands.
Mostly what I learned from Home Alone 2.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is, if you get lost in a hotel, Donald Trump might help you find your way.
He might.
Yeah.
And he might also give you a small loan of $1 million.
A modest loan.
Yes. But yeah, I'm from upstate New York. I'm way closer to Canada than I am the city. So like Canada's only about 2.5 hours away, like the border and Buffalo and everything.
Yeah. So what brought you to Denver?
The weed and professional lacrosse.
Nice.
That's what brought me out here, man.
Nice.
I high school, knucklehead, whatever. I graduated high school when I was 17. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. The school I went to saw me play at this tournament. They said it won't cost you $60,000 a year like it will to go to Syracuse, something like that. It only cost you $2,000. It was a community college.
Yeah.
Onondaga Community College is where I went to school. And basically that's for kids who can play Division I lacrosse, but basically you don't have the grades. You never got the looks out of high school. I didn't have the grades or the looks, so I needed it all. I when it started playing that and everything, and I wasn't going to go to college anyways, but like I said, they looked at me and I went with them. Just went to school for college. I don't have a degree, right? I have a high school degree, and let me get it straight. But college, it wasn't for me. I just wanted to get my national championships and just play lacrosse. And I started playing because, long story short, a bunch of kids were telling me I couldn't and shit like that. And I just wanted to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
So I got my rings to prove it. They don't. It feels good. But I think the professional lacrosse has sailed anyways because I wasn't in it for the right reasons, I guess. What I mean by that is I wanted to play so I could prove them wrong. They told me I couldn't.
Yeah.
And so it opened enough doors for me. I met enough people, things like that. But I don't think I'm going to play professional anymore, so I'm really focusing on the cannabis now.
How big is the professional lacrosse scene? Like,
it is professional lacrosse is the most big-headed, brokest sport there is.
Which one of the ESPNs is it on? Is it 1, 2?
ESPNU. But that's college.
That's not even a number.
Right, exactly. That's the college one. Sometimes you will see pro games. Like the Denver Outlaws is the outdoor team where they play where the Broncos play at. You'll go ahead and see them on we have an Avalanche channel here in Denver. You ever see it where they play like the Nuggets and shit like that? All the teams.
I don't watch cable.
there's like a local channel or whatever that they have for that. But no, not really. You don't really see it unless it's like.
What's another sport that you would say would be like equivalent in terms of like popularity?
Major League Soccer, I think. I mean, a lot of teams have them. Like, a lot of cities have teams, but you don't really hear about them. So in Fort Lauderdale, I think they had... I don't know what the fuck they had. They had some team, or
Soccer's
Miami,
big
someone.
though, isn't it?
It is, but, like, I think... When I think of soccer, I don't think of these MLS teams. I think of, like, USA, Canada, Ireland. Like...
Yeah, that's when we say soccer. I'm like, well, soccer's freaking huge.
Right.
Yeah.
So I should specify MLS, like the league MLS. I don't think it's very, very big.
Very interesting.
What about yourself, man? Where are you from?
Straight
out of Compton.
I'm from all over, actually. I was born in Texas. I grew up in California. Went to school out there, pretty much. I think I did all my schooling out there, and then I graduated when I was 19. I moved out to Colorado Springs, or Fountain to be specific, because my parents were divorced when I was really young, and then eventually my mom moved out there kind of when I was in high school, and so after I graduated, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. I tried to go to college like right after high school. It wasn't for me. I fucked around too much. I didn't really take it seriously, so moved over there to Colorado. Maybe like 2003 or so, like the end of 2003. Damn, that was a long time ago.
Shit, homie.
And I lived out there for about 4 years. I started playing music. I played music before I left. I had a band out there, and then I joined another one in the Springs, and that was kind of like mostly what I did when I was living out in the Springs, was just kind of play around there. In 2008 or so, I moved back to California. I was in LA. I moved with another friend. We took our band out there. Lived out there for a little while. The band thing kind of went, and so I went to Bakersfield. And then I had a second run of college. I went to community college in Bakersfield, and I think I went for at least maybe like 3 years or so, 3.5. I started as a psych major, and then I think maybe a semester or 2 semesters in, I wanted to do something like more creative, I guess, a little bit more artistic. So I switched to a music major. And I did that until 2012, at the beginning of 2012. Dropped out. Had some rough times, couldn't really focus on it, but I moved back to Colorado Springs at the end of 2012. And then I was there for about a year, and then I moved up to Denver summer of 2014.
So you've been here for a minute.
I've been around.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, I came to Denver because same thing. I wanted to get into the industry. I was basically tired of like, just like boring ass retail jobs. I kind of had a passion for marijuana.
Oh yeah. Shit, probably got tired of being scolded and getting in trouble for it too. Fuck, man.
Yeah, dude. It seemed to be an industry that was really attracting like I don't know, maybe younger people or like people like within my age range. It seemed to be like a fresh industry. You know, the people from all walks of life were kind of partaking in. So that really brought me over here, and I've been there ever since.
So what do you since we're talking about the industry, what do you how'd you get into the industry, and what do you do?
My buddy actually got me into the industry.
Okay.
One of my best friends, who I'm still roomies with now, he got his badge really early on in the game, and he was always like trying to talk me into coming back to Colorado and getting into the industry. But yeah, after a while, like when I was in the Springs and he was in Denver, I finally had it with my current job. And he was like, "Hey man, you know, if you get your badge, we can start you off." And so I think it took me less than a week.
Okay.
I had my badge, and then I was up there like
selling trees.
The next weekend selling trees.
Oh yeah. We moved out here, and I just wanted to like smoke at first, but because I was so worried, so like with lacrosse, with box anyway, so there's indoor and outdoor. Box lacrosse is just like fucking hockey, but without the ice. You can fight motherfuckers.
Really?
Oh yeah. All of that. And long story short, you go to Canada a lot. And I figured, well, fuck, if I'm selling weed, like, weed's still federally illegal, they won't let me across the border. So I was very hesitant as to me getting into this industry or not. But, man, the moment I did, I was fucking happy. I worked for this company that it was very, very harped on their compliance a lot, definitely. And they definitely taught me a lot, I would say, for sure. But at the same time, it wasn't for me. I lasted there for about a year. Well, not I lasted. I chose to leave there after a year. And I guess we can say it. We're off the. Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I work for Live Well. It is what it is. This is for our Colorado people out here in the 303. Before I even really get into my experience, I would like to tell our viewers, listeners, I know you ain't really viewing nothing yet, but I would like to tell them that first and foremost, we're not here to bash anybody. We just thought it would be cool to have a podcast to what it's like, you know, someone that, you know, I love weed, I'm so tired of getting in trouble for smoking weed, doing something that I enjoy, let's go to somewhere where it's legal. Well, we want to tell you, you know, we'll give you some tips of, you know, where to go, shit like that, what to look for. Just because it's the cheapest necessarily doesn't mean it's the best. In some cases, in most cases, just stuff like that. We want to let you guys know the real, what it's really like to be a connoisseur. To be honest with you,
I'm just using this as to put on my resume until I get that my SoundCloud career.
This is true.
My SoundCloud rap career off the ground.
And he's gonna call himself, I don't even know, Dr. Dab on the ones and twos. But no, that was just a side note. That's what we really aim to do with this podcast, and let you guys know what it's like to run a business. If you're thinking about that, compliance issues that you never thought would pop up. There's stuff you have to actually look at. A lot of you probably think, well, shit, my plug's charging me $5,000 for the pound. Let me go out to Denver and get the pound for X amount. Doesn't work like that. There's rules and regulations to this, just like there is cigarettes. And we plan to talk about that over time. So definitely, first and foremost, thank you guys for, number one, tuning in. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to pay for it. We want to continue to keep bringing you this heat. And
although eventually you can, we'll probably set up some sort of Patreon. So,
yes.
If you feel like it, you definitely can give us money.
Can donate.
I don't want to burn that bridge.
Right. Yeah, this is true. Got a little ahead of myself here, but you sure can donate if you would like to. But no, we're gonna get back into it. So what you probably heard me crinkling up something. Shout out to the sponsor. This actually isn't the sponsor, so please don't get us in trouble. But if you guys would like to send us some, I'm definitely a huge fucking fan. If you like blunts like me, and you don't like wheezing and all that shit like you do from certain products, Swisher Sweets, Dutch Masters. I'm from New York. I love my Dutches and my White Owls in the tubes. Long story short, there are these things called high hemp. Yes, high hemp. HIGHHEMP. These are going to be wraps. And, you know, I thought this was going to be like a bullshit zigzag wrap. And one thing about me, I know this might be a little TMI, but when I smoke blunts, I shit for hours. Like, it hurts my stomach. I don't fucking like it. Like, it's fucking terrible, dude. And it has that smell. Like, when people smoke fucking blunts, they got that smell. Like, damn, bro, you just burned the L, didn't you? Like, everybody knows. But no, long story short, I picked these up. It was only about $1.50 I got it from Freaky's, one of the local smoke shops down the way here in Denver.
Shout out to Freaky's.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Freaky Smoke Shop and Tattoo, Paula. But yeah, I went there. I went and got them. It comes with two wraps. You don't have to split it down the middle or anything like that. It's wrapped on these 2 sticks, and it comes with 2 mouthpieces. You do have a couple choices of flavors. I believe they have a mango. They do have a grape ape, which is like very popular. A lot of people like the grape ape. Me myself, I like the honey pot swirls. Those are very tasty. And then they have just the plain old regular hemp flavor, well, non-flavored, I should say. But these ones are actually, they have CBD on them as well, so that's cool. It gives you a nice mellow high. So you can definitely, but when you're smoking like a racy sativa, something like that, this will definitely calm you down a little bit, but you'll still get your high out of it. Oh yeah. And these are all organic, and big ass letters on the back. They're vegan, 100% organic hemp, GMO free, 100% tobacco free, and they come with 2 filter tips. And like I said, these are herbal wraps, and it's a product of
look at this guy with the breakdown right here.
Right? You see
High
that?
Hemp, if you're listening, you freaking pay this guy.
Right? Give us a sample, man. Send us a box. I buy them by the box from Freakies. I promise you.
So episode 2, when we have our video coverage, we'll just be sitting in High Hemp shirts.
Right? That would be pretty sick. Do you actually? Speaking of, we do have a plethora of shit in our little studio at the Stew number 1. We may go to Stew number 2 in the future.
Oh yeah. You can. I'll be posting all this shit on Instagram after we wrap here. You can find us on Instagram at Cannasseurs CO. And to spell that, we're probably gonna have to be doing this a lot. CANNASSEURS CO. Find us there. Follow us. Smash that like button.
Please, definitely tell your friends, tell your mom, especially if she smokes.
We'll post up some shots of our pro setup here, and also we'll post some shots of this of our drinks here that we mixed ourselves.
Yeah, what company is that actually? Do you remember the company of the grape?
We had ourselves a little bit of some Highgrade THC Syrup.
Okay.
This particular flavor was grape. And I believe it's made from distilled water, organic cane sugar, stabilizer, natural flavoring, and CO2 oil. So they definitely keep it pretty simple as far as the ingredients, which I appreciate. I don't dig on like a bunch of artificial
hogwash.
Yeah, exactly. Which are
fuck out of here.
Can you tell us what goes into? I think we need a name for our drink too.
We're going to call this weed juice for right now.
Yeah, so weed juice is going to be the working name. I'd say it's probably about 2 part Sprite to 1 part THC syrup.
Mm-hmm. With a few Jolly Ranchers at the bottom, for those of you who don't know.
Served over ice in,
oh, yes.
in 2 styrofoam cups stacked on top of each other.
Shaken.
And
stirred. Shaken and stirred. So, myself here, your boy Hashbrown. I got to get all the bootleg stuff here. I got this from a buddy of mine. I was gifted this, of course. This is called Slacktivist. So, some of you guys may know Future, the rapper.
I thought Future was here, man.
Right? I think he just left. But they can't call it activist, so they call it Slacktivist. And basically, it's 1,500 milligrams. This is 4 ounces, actually. 118 milliliters, huh? Cannabis with syrup. And then it says potent pain relief. And actually, on the thing here, it says broken leg. I did not know that. I just read that literally right now.
What the heck?
But this is 1,500 milligrams of RSO style, very potent.
1,500 milligrams. Hey,
hashish.
Note to Colorado, we step up the game.
Yeah, so this was gifted to me from California, California. I want to go out there, but what are they? Wow. Okay, so I'm reading the instructions. It says shake well before opening. The usual dosage based on pain. Do not drink the whole bottle unless you have a free day. Warning: keep this and all drugs out of reach of children. Caution, may cause heavy couch lock, laziness, and great rest. Do not operate heavy machinery underwater while drinking this product. Report to Dr. Doo-Doo, literally, if you wake up in public naked. Thank you for trying our product and be safe.
Well, I guess if that ever happens to you, you're covered. You know what to do.
By Dr. Brokeleg. Perfect.
He sounds legitimate.
Yes. Well, all right. I will tell you this. Off of our weed juice, I do definitely have a tingly sensation inside. My wife Gabriella is grilling up some burgers and some turkey dogs and some green peppers and some zucchinis for us to grub on. We'll let you know how that goes as well later on. What do we got next, man? What are you thinking next? Should we get into the news?
Yeah, Hashbrown, why don't you break down what's going on in the news?
All right, I know I'm a little late. I had a friend come in town. Well, not a friend. I had my roommate from college come in town. He's actually from California. He came in town, hung out with me for a couple days. He took his ass back to college. He's doing the right thing. He's staying in school. Right now on the news, it's kind of dry for me. Like I said, I haven't been watching. But I will say, after moving here from South Florida, I do want to touch on the Parkland situation. Thank you. The shooting at this high school, man. Well, the shootings in general. But we will talk about this one. The shooting at the high school. One of the solutions that I've heard is that they should arm teachers with straps. What do you think?
I mean, they haven't passed that yet. That's just something that they're proposing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of anyone having them yet, but you never know now.
Weird thing we have here in the States, if anyone happens to be listening from another country, I mean, we just generate school shootings like nobody's business. It's pretty crazy. Well, I mean, not necessarily just exclusively schools, just like mass shootings in general. I don't know what the hell's going on, but seems to be like an American problem.
Right, seems to be like it's fucking GTA in real life. But hey, man, I don't think we get any respawns. So I'm not trying to fuck with that shit. I saw on Twitter, you know how teachers, when the class is being all loud and shit, and teachers are like, I'll wait for you to be quiet. So, you know, the meme said class is being, you know, rude and interrupting and shit. And then teacher, I'll wait, puts hand on holster. That shit had me dying. I was like, Jesus, but really though, that shit's wild because...
I think it's a bad idea. I mean, because...
I know it's not guns that kill people. It's the people that are doing it. And that being said, in the event that you have a bad day or something like that, and some kid, nah, fuck you, Mr. Johnson, or nigga, you wearing K-Swiss on your feet, fuck out of here, nah.
Actually, little Billy, I think you want to think about that.
Right, exactly. Tap, tap. I think you want to resign that statement.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that's great. I mean, a lot of teachers are underpaid, overworked, so they're already kind of under a lot of stress.
Right. Already on edge. Already want to punch someone in the face. So I understand that shit. But I just, I don't think the teachers anyway is a good idea. Other, have cops at the school, man. That's cool. That's what homies are there for. But this isn't a politics show. It's a CNN. Fake news.
What else you got in the
Sports
news,
fans need to sit their fucking ass down.
What do you mean?
Okay, so I have seen Denver Nuggets, actually. They were playing... Russell Westbrook plays for OKC. So they were in town and everything. Russell Westbrook, phenomenal player. Shout out to you. My man's fucking... a straight fucking athlete. I think Buddy is a fucking beast. He's got Melo on there. Shout out to Cuse. But long story short... Denver beat fucking OKC or whatever. I think it was a buzzer beater. I'm not very sure. But long story short, OKC was definitely supposed to beat the fucking brakes off of Denver. But they didn't. They lost, and this fucking dickhead fan got up out of his seat, right in his face, and fucking he pushed him. He was like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here! Like, who are you?"
He pushed a player?
No, the player pushed the dude. Like, he got him out of his face, and they fucking, got him out of there. Then security came and shit like that. He can't go back to Pepsi Arena or whatever. But, I don't know. I think these people are fucking nuts, dude. Like, you can't do that shit. Like, and on top of that, like, I blame the security at fucking Pepsi Arena. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think it did happen at Pepsi Arena. But I blame those motherfuckers because, like, yo, eat some sativas next time. Like, have your fucking reaction time.
Don't pull up that video. What's that video we were talking about the other day?
What's that?
The dude jumps into the crowd and starts just plowing people over at that basketball game.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, my man. My man is talking about Malice at the Palace.
On November 19th, 2004.
So you guys may know someone by the name of Ron Artest. His name is now literally Meta World Peace. He changed his name to that.
Like all one word?
METTA space world space peace. He doesn't play anymore. I do not believe. But long story short, some dickhead fan decided that it was all right to fucking pour a drink on somebody, like threw a fucking drink at the players after they got in the
Watch
tussle.
this here. You can turn the sound on if you want.
Oh yeah, this is when basketball was real.
Oh, whoa. It's escalating fast.
Oh,
Look at the
yeah.
dudes in the stands just heckling them.
And then you'll see it. Ron Artest is laying on the bench right now. Literally laying down. And then he gets the drink poured on him. And he gets up and takes the fuck off. And this is in Detroit, so like, these fans are ruthless as shit. Crazy.
They look like they're just waiting for someone to make a move.
He has a patch on his head.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But I don't know, people would foul each other like that all the time. You can't do that now.
Oh, whoa! He pushed him right in the head.
In his fucking neck, dude.
Just dudes in suits pointing and stuff
Right.
and yelling.
And the fucked up thing.
Oh, there it
Yeah,
goes.
you seen it, right?
Yeah.
My man's out of here.
Dude threw a cup. Oh, he's charging right
Dropped
in there.
him.
He grabbed that guy. And here comes the... Oh, dude.
Look,
oh!
did you see that?
Oh, he punched that dude in the face. Dang, dude. This crowd is just getting attacked.
Yeah. What a ticket purchase that was, huh? You got your shit rocked up.
Keeping it
Fucking
real
TV.
goes wrong, dude.
You I hate people playing on my fucking phone. And they stopped the game over this.
Turns out the basketball team kept it realer.
Exactly. It's fucking crazy. There's so much money was just fines for everybody.
You think that dude that got punched in the face got
Sued?
some money?
Oh fuck, man! I would have 6 dispensaries out here. Shit. Steph Curry got ejected and he fucking threw his mouthpiece and it hit somebody. And I said, if that was me, I still would have been on that floor. Like, they would have had to peel my ass.
You'd have the whiplash cone.
My neck, my back, my neck and my back.
It broke my jaw.
Right? What? Holy shit! Break.
Yeah.
The name of the game is Lightworks.
Dilla still in here, quality he's still in here, abstract on the track, fulfillment's here. Watch your back, boys.
That was pretty good food.
And
And we're about to smoke this high hemp, motherfuckers.
Brought to you by High Hemp.
That's right. So we did go over some news. We did talk about a couple products that we have sitting in front of us. Like I said, you can definitely check out the Instagram. And what's that link again, man? Or what's the username?
Our Instagram handle is going to be Cannasseurs CO. That's CANNASSEURSCO.
Perfect.
You can follow us, and we'll follow you back.
We will have a Twitter in place as well. Hashbrown will probably be running the Twitter. I mean, we'll both be interacting with both, but I don't know how to fucking use Instagram, dude. I don't take any pictures of myself or anything like that, pictures in general. But, yeah, Jay will be running the fucking Instagram for the most part, and then Hashbrown will be on the Twitter. But, yeah, definitely hit us up on there. We'll hit you back unless we're working. We do have jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that you're on Twitter because I'm pretty Twitter illiterate myself.
So do you take pictures of yourself, like, on your personal Instagram or anything?
No, I'm not really much of a selfie taker these days.
Is that what Instagram is for, or no? Am I making this up? Did I not bring that ashtray in here? I sure did not. Whose man's is this?
Instagram, you can just post pictures of anything. People post pictures of food, their pets, clothes, babies, the beach, rocks,
weed,
artwork. Yeah, weed.
I've seen some weed on there. What are you smoking on lately? What are you smoking on lately?
Is this our "What Are We Smoking On" segment?
Oh, you know it. Who's smoking what?
So lately I've been smoking on.
What would you bring today?
I brought a couple different things. So
Okay.
I've mostly been on a concentrate kick. Because concentrates are kind of convenient for me.
Gotcha.
I don't seem to really have a whole lot of time to like sit down and enjoy a bowl. So right now I've got some sugar wax, it's the white 99 sugar wax from Canna.
Okay.
Very nice, very indica heavy.
Gotcha.
And then today I picked up some Medicine Man live resin from Bonfire. Very nice as well.
And is that house flower?
That is house flower
Nice.
from my place of employment. Also, I have some CBD diamonds from Ascend.
What does that do? And I would like to try that.
It's made with CBD isolate, so it's almost straight THC, but it's infused with a little bit of THC distillate as well as terpenes. So there's a little bit of flavor in it as well. Since it's CBD, you're going to get a lot of this like pain relieving, anti-inflammatory, anti-anxiety type effects that CBD is usually known for.
Really?
Without a whole lot of intoxicating effects on it. But if you dab it with like a THC concentrate,
Like some live resin?
yeah, you really get the best effects of both, I find.
All right.
Yeah. Flower, I have a little bit of Sherbert and Mars OG from the house, and that's not too bad.
Okay. Myself,
Yeah, what about you, Hashbrown? What you got?
I'll do some concentrates every now and then when I feel the flower's not getting it done or not happy with the shops, or just don't have money to go to specific shops. But I definitely do recommend a cut above. Those guys are going to be on South Broadway in Evans. Basically, you head behind that Good Times there in the intersection. And shout out to Good Times, $5.94 after tax for that West Coast double with the drink included. Cut Above, I like them because their bud tenders actually treat you like people. I bud tended. I understand, you know, sometimes a lot of people ask for a lot. So when I go in, I always usually know what I want. I'm trying to be quick and not get out. Not saying that that's how it should be, but, you know, sometimes that shit's packed in there. But long story short, I went in and I bought, one day I went and got an ounce of, what did I get? I have a half ounce of citral glue, and then I got the other half ounce of sour diesel, East Coast sour diesel. And then the next day, I went and got a quarter of Mandarin Cookies, number 3, a quarter of Underdog, and a quarter of Diamond Master, number 4. And I have no clue what any of those are. The Citral Glue is probably going to have that Gorilla Glue. And the Mandarin Cookie is definitely going to have that Girl Scout in there.
You bought a little selection there,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
Oh, yeah. I got a little...
Look at you, Loud Pack Larry over here.
Loud Pack Larry. Okay, maybe he'll make an appearance on the next episode, Loud Pack Larry. But yeah, no, I really enjoy Cut Above. Their bud actually looks fucking phenomenal. I know I don't have like a good light in here.
Take a look at that. That's not bad looking.
Their bud looks great. Their sour diesel, unfortunately, I took it with me to lacrosse, had it in my pocket, and it basically shake. But it's all right. It still smokes.
So yeah, let's do a retrospective on the edible here. So
Okay.
So yeah, earlier we made the official drink of the Cannasseurs Podcast. I believe it's called Weed Juice.
Weed Juice.
That's iteration 1. I'm sure we'll polish.
Do we still want to call it Weed Juice?
We'll polish that up, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Call that a little something different.
It'll come to me at 3 a.m.
We'll call it the Juice for now.
The Juice?
Yeah, we'll call it the Juice.
Okay.
And it was made with Highgrade THC Syrup, 100 milligrams.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it on any adult use.
Of course.
You know, marijuana dispensary. This particular one was grape flavor. I liked it a lot. The taste wasn't too bad. I feel like since it was made with CO2 oil, it wasn't too hashy.
Gotcha.
And for 50 mils, I'd say that's probably about accurate. I have a medium to kind of get into a high tolerance.
For your edibles, huh?
Yeah, 50 mils doesn't floor me, but I mean, I can definitely feel it. So.
What's the highest amount that you've ever taken? And legally, I do not recommend taking more than 10 milligrams per every 2-3 hours.
Let's see. Back in the day.
Well, we both have medical cards, so we're medical patients. We can medicate as needed.
Medical card holders. We can eat as much as we want. We're adults. Just eat a plant if we want to.
Yeah, get mad stomach aches.
The most I've ever eaten at once. This is tough because
well, not at once, but I'm saying like throughout the day.
Throughout the day.
Yeah, like how much throughout a day.
I mean, if it's a day off, I can probably eat maybe like.
Keep it funky.
150, maybe 200. Like if I'm like really chilling.
So my usual work day, if like my money's right and shit, if I'm able to do it, I'll get the 500 milligram affogato. Before I'll leave, like for work in the morning and shit, if I don't have time to smoke, I'll pop one of those, take the bar with me. So 50 on the way to work, and then we'll have breaks. So I work for basically 2 hours. I'll eat another 50. I have a 15-minute break, and we're smoking on top of that. And then I work for another 2 hours. I have an hour lunch, so I'll eat first. So 50-50, that's 100. Then lunch, I eat another 50 because I'm eating the food, so that's 150. And then 2 hours later, I have another one, so that's 200.
You beast.
And then I'm just chilling, dude. But nah, they let us listen to music, and like I just get my work done, and it's fucking great. I love it.
What do you think of the syrup?
I like it. Yo, I definitely have the body effect. So I don't know, my thought processes are a little different than most. Indica Sativa Hybrid. My favorite strain ever, for some reason, is Gorilla Glue, especially when it's done right. It has that like dusty, nasty, moldy. It's just so great to me, and it fucks me up. I don't know why?
Gorilla Glue? There's a few different cuts, right? I mean, like as far as indica, sativa leaves.
Yeah, I'm specifically number 4 does me in. I don't know why.
What's in number 4?
I don't know.
Is that the sativa dominant one?
That I'm not sure, but it hits me like an indica definitely. So like I was saying about my thought process, I don't like sativas, as I have a fucking half ounce of sour diesel sitting in front of me. I don't like sativas because I don't feel it, therefore I'm not high. Indicas, I feel like I like the tingliness.
They're feeling it in the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't know why. It's just a preference of mine. And I don't mind, like, the raciness or whatever. Because it feels like I just drink a kickstart or something like that when I smoke sativas. But I don't feel high. It's just kind of, I'm thinking about shit, and that's it. But I can smoke them at night. Sativas, mind you. I can smoke them at night, and they don't, like, keep me up like that I've heard for some people. What about you, man? What's your preference?
Sativas versus indicas?
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, it's hard for me to find a good sativa that doesn't like make me all racy.
Oh, you're not a fan of the raciness?
No, I get pretty scattered.
Really?
Easy. So like pure sativas, I tend to stay away from. Ideally, I like a sativa during the day and an indica at night.
So you said you're a concentrate guy, right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay, so I'm mostly a flower guy. I invested in a PAX 3.
I don't know a whole lot about the whole PAX line. Well, I mean, I know when it first came out that it was like it was marketed as a drier vape, right?
Mm-hmm. I think the first 2 only do flower.
What's the PAX 3 do?
The 3, it does.
Break it down, Hashbrown.
Me. You. It does concentrates, and it also does some fucking weed as well. Now, like I said, you guys know that I'm more of a flower person anyways, but I use this PAX 3 mostly for the concentrates. And more specifically, I like live resin more because it's more tasty. Like, you know you're hitting that shit. It doesn't just taste bland or like reclaim. They're very butane-y. But I don't know, I really like the flavors of the live resin, and that usual golden color is pretty fire too. But we'll let you try that out.
Thanks. What do you got in here?
That is some Gorilla Glue live resin by Kama.
How do I use this?
You just go ahead and draw from the top, my man, like you're sipping tea.
All right. This is Dr. J taking the old PAX 3 for a spin.
There you go. Now there are a couple different settings on there. There's a flavor setting where you can get more of the flavor, or you can turn it to I think it's boost, where you're hitting the unit and it actually heats up, but when you're not, it actually cools down. I like to turn it as hot as it can go myself.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
Now personally, I don't think this is worth $300. I think they're lowered it to like $250. That's what I'm seeing at a lot of places, but I don't think it's worth the $300 because for the flower, I like my bong is. Would you say this is a foot tall?
Yeah, I would say about.
My bong is about a foot tall, and I like it produces a good amount of smoke. I like a lot of smoke.
Me too.
Like if there's not a lot of smoke, I'm not getting high, quote unquote. So with the flower aspect of it anyways, if I put some weed in here, shit, I might as well. I just need the chamber. But if I put some weed in here, it doesn't really... You can definitely taste it, but I don't think you're really getting high. Or maybe I'm just not meant for the vaporizer. I don't know. What do you think? What do you feel about vaping?
In my experience, I haven't really tried a really good dryer vape, but I haven't tried a whole lot of them.
Have you tried a volcano?
Yes,
I have too.
I was about to say, the one good one that I have tried was a volcano. It was like one of the older ones
with the knob.
Yeah,
This one was digital,
and the balloons. that you like.
Oh, you had balloons.
Where you stick on there and it fills up the bag.
With the orange mouthpiece and shit?
Yeah, and you pass around the bag.
You want to hear some crazy shit? My homeboy in Miami, shout out TK305, he had the 10-foot bag.
It's a pretty big bag.
So we would just be chilling here playing Xbox fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, and he would hang it over his ceiling. And you know the sound, it would go... You know exactly what I'm talking about. And then when it gets full, it would go like it's gonna pop, and he would be like, oh, and he'd unclip it, and he'd stick the thing on the mouthpiece, and we would just. Oh, those were the days. We used to get fucked up off of that thing, man. But they're like $500 still.
So I don't know if I would spend a bunch on another vape.
Yeah, same.
Apparatus.
Only one I would do is the Volcano, but even then, like I feel like I would get not tired of it, but I'd get tired of it. So I wish you could rent shit like that.
Like a rent to own?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a thing that you can rent a piece, like you can rent pieces and bongs and stuff. If not, it's something to look into.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think people would do that though?
Heck
like,
yeah.
A bong like someone else's mouth has been on? Like, I mean, some people are like that.
Well, I mean, you just gotta clean it.
Right, of course. Well, fuck, there's a fucking company I saw that it's a mobile company. They pull up to your crib, you bring your bongs outside, and they bring them back and they're clean. But we saw this in the news. Gabby and I saw this in the news. And it's like the typical child molester fucking van. I got candy and shit, no windows, anything like that, so you can't see. And they fucking said that, yeah, we can't show you like what we use and all this and that. And I was like, wait a minute, Gabby, because when I was in Florida, I used to buy the mixtures of the green liquid. They just shake, and everything falls out. It was used to be like $10. But I didn't know I could pay $2 at the dollar store and get a thing of salt and a thing of rubbing alcohol, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're doing that in the van. With a little elbow grease. Or pipe cleaners, rather. Well, which is fine, to each his own. I can't knock anyone's hustle, but if they can do that, we can make something happen. I don't know.
The Cannasseurs cleaning service.
I was trying to think of a good jingle. That's all.
All right, to close out the show, I'll go through the minutes here. Let's go through what we talked about here. We introduced the show, we introduced each other, talked about a little bit where we came from. We talked about a little bit about our backgrounds in the industry. Our boy Hashbrown broke down the news here. We went over armed teachers, sports fans that definitely need to stay in their seats, basket brawls.
That's right.
We talked about who's smoking what. We covered everything from THC syrups to concentrates to different kinds of flour. We took a little break, ate some food, came back. We did some product reviews. Hashbrown over here give us a little rundown of the PAX 3. Give us a school grade on that. What would you pass, fail on this?
I would say for the price, a fail, but if it was a little bit cheaper, if it was $100, I would do it with the 10-year warranty. Definitely, I would do it. It has a cool little app that's connected through Bluetooth, kills your fucking battery. But it's pretty user friendly. But I just think the price is the fuck out of here.
What kind of grade would you give it if it was price not considered?
For the concentrates, I would give them a B- because you can't put too much in, otherwise that should be leaking. It's nasty as a bitch. But other than that, for the flour, fucking F.
All right, and what would you give it a grade with the price considered?
With the price considered, F.
Okay, that's the final word. And I, Dr. J, I had a little review of this Highgrade THC Syrup, 100 milligrams. You can get it on the adult use recreational side. I had the grape flavor. It was fantastic, very potent, not too sweet. I would highly recommend it. Hashbrown, what's your word on it?
It is pretty sweet. If they up the milligrammage, I would try them again. But like I said, I did get a little bit of the body buzz and tingle for a little while there, but that definitely changed.
All right, I think that brings us to the end of the show. We will be back here in a couple weeks. Was there anything you'd like to say, Hashbrown, to bring us to a close here?
No, definitely. If you could, before we sign off here, if you could spit that Instagram link, that'd be great.
You can catch us on Instagram. Our handle is Cannasseurs CO. That's going to be CANNASSEURS CO.
On Instagram, and then like I said, in a couple days here after you guys get this, we will go ahead and release that Twitter information as well. We just need to go ahead and get that put together, and yeah, man, we hope to hear what you guys think. We want your honest opinions. Don't drag us through the streets, though, through the internet streets. We're new at this. We just figured, hey, fuck it. This is something that we like. This is what we want to do. And we didn't focus too much on the whole bud tending aspect and shit like that. But no, we'll definitely get into it.
We got a lot of ground to cover.
You ain't lying. We got a lot of content for you guys. But yeah, definitely let us know what you think.
All right, everybody, stay posted, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next time.